Dum da dum da dum da dum da da da. Dum da dum da dum da dum da da da.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is a major thank you video to a really good friend of mine, Mr. Dennis Statler of Federation Shipyard. I've known Dennis for quite some time. We were acquaintances on the old sci-fi model action board. If any of you guys remember that, the SFMA. It was a board, it was a forum that was created by Boyd Crompton. But this is a Grail kit that I have wanted for such a long time, and every time I would get close to getting one, it would either sell from under me or I would just miss out somehow or another. You know, the prices would get too much or what have you. But Dennis told me he was sending me something and I had no clue what it was, and this showed up at my door. So Dennis, my friend, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I greatly appreciate this kit. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start working on this kit. In conjunction with working on this kit, I have got to start building a glass display case, because this is going, once this kit is done, it is going in a separate display case by itself, and then it will go on the my fireplace mantle. I talked with my wife and she thought it was a very good idea to put it in there, and so it will happen. Make it so, as my friend Oren would say. So give me a few minutes here and I'll get this camera repositioned and I'll show you what's in the box. Okay, to start off with, you got 4 identical sprue with 8 horses. So I'll move these 3 back to the box. And this is what the horses look like. Pretty nice detail. It's got the hair texture in there, and then this one's got the mane that comes off to the side, and then it's got where it's tied up. All the horses pretty much get painted brown with brown and white, but as I paint them, I probably will airbrush a base coat over them and then go back in and do some dry brushing, and then I'll probably hand paint the white in. I don't know, I may airbrush the white in on the legs and then paint the snout. I don't know. Like I say, these are all the horses are pretty much identical. So then we've got 3 bags of chrome. Take this out of here. I say take it out. Try that a little differently. There we go. It kind of shows that it has a kind of looks like it's got a gold tint to it in person. I don't know if that may just be my light. Let's see, let's turn my flashlight on here, my camera, see if that'll help anything. Nope, it still looks like it's got a gold tint to it. I'll have to take that out in sunlight and see if it's got the goldish tint to it or not. But we got the one there, and And this one is identical to this one, so I'm not going to bother taking it out. And then, let's see, kind of sort of put that one back in. There we go. This is your bridle detail. Got 8 horses, so there's 8 bits, and more detail for the harnesses and rigging. There's some cool lanterns. I like that Anheuser-Busch logo. Yep, it's pretty good detail on those. And in here, this is I'll put this back in the box, but this is a bag of chain that you get, some little O-rings. Alright, next we're going to show you parts of the wagon. Now some of this stuff I may not take out of the package because I don't want to lose the parts before I get started. But here's the base, or actually the beer cargo for the wagon. I'm sure it's kind of a fake deal. And then you got some little flash tabs on there. That's no big deal. That'll come right off. Here are some, looks like side panels. You got 4 of those. You have some red sprue. This is the bottom of the wagon, which will get probably the framework will be red, and then I don't know if I'll do wood grain on the wood or not, or just have it to where it's painted wood. Don't know. I had to see about that in the future. Here's more parts, the front and the back of the wagon. This looks like where the guys will sit with their feet. And, some U hitches there. This is sides of the wagon. All this has really, really nice wood detail on it. So I'll more than likely do the wood grain because I really like that. And here is the seat. This is the back part of the seat, I guess. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's the underneath for here. I think, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. But here's the seat. Then you got different location points for parts. And then we come to the last big bag of sprues. You got Flash Gordon here. That'll just come right off. See how easy that is. It's no big deal. He'll have a seam line to deal with, and I'm not quite sure about those hands. But this is an old kit, so it's going to have some flash on it. There's his back. Part of the dog, actually the whole dog. There we go. Then you got the some leaf springs. All right, I'll move that. I don't think this is nothing but flash here. Make sure, yeah. Nothing but garbage. All right, here's the next sprue up, and it's got these are the parts for the undercarriage of the wagon, the axles and different parts. I'm not going to pretend I know what all this stuff is, because I do not. Very excited about this kit, and Dennis, I really do appreciate this kit, bud. Here's some round disky thingies. Like I say, I'm not going to pretend to know what this stuff is. Some of it I do, some of it I don't. Like, you know, I know what the leaf springs are. And there's the front wheels, which are pretty cool. That looks like part of the rigging. Maybe the part of the tongue of the wagon, I'm not sure. There's a little stray piece. Here are the rear wheels and the metal rings, the steel rings that go on the outsides of the wheels. I do know that. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, no, I don't either. It actually looks like car hubs there, but I'm sure they're not. I don't know what they go to. And this is the last. This has more of the, looks like maybe the, oh, these are the harness or the hitches that go in between the horses. That's what those are. And that's it on that sprue. So I'm going to pause just a second, and then I've got a few more things to show you. Hang on. Okay, and I'm back. And you get this vinyl harness material, which I will replace that with some kind of cloth, like some kind of ribbon cable or something. But this ain't gonna fly, because this stuff, it has a memory, and it is virtually impossible. You can heat it and straighten it out, but then it's still not going to flow right like it's supposed to. It's too stiff to do that. There's no decals with this, but there are stickers, and I can dull coat over these. I don't know if I will or not, because you know the on the wagon, it's not really carrying all those cases of beer. It's just, you know, just a facsimile of what it would normally do, but just for show purposes, they've got all the Budweiser boxes and stuff on there. So I have to do a little research and see if they've kind of like varnished everything on the wagon, or if it's dull like standard cardboard boxes would be. But yeah, make that out there. Or is it upside down? Yeah, it's upside down. Look at me. Well, I say it's upside down. Some are upside down, some are not. Anyway. And here is the base. And here is the base. This base is in the right direction. $18 inches long, so this thing is going to be about 36 inches when you put it all together. So it's way more than what it should be for my workbench. And just go through the instructions, just kind of breeze through those real quick. Let's see. This gives you a parts map of the different sprue. Oh, I know what, I didn't show you. Let me show you the rubber parts. Let me show you the rubber parts. I'm looking at the box over here, and they're actually on the table next to me. But this is all the harnesses and stuff for the horses. And it is that same black vinyl that the leather strapping material is. And it says, you know, showed not to glue this, but it can be painted, but you have to use acrylic paint. And if you want to seal it, you have to use acrylic sealer, something like Vallejo, clear coats, matte varnish, or satin varnish, or what have you. But there's two different, I want to say two different styles. There's this that has the and what these are, it's the collar part of the rigging, and I cannot think of what this is called. I grew up around horses and stuff like that, because my dad always had, you know, horses and everything. And here is the different ones. And there's two for I say two for each horse, or two for, I can't even talk. They're like two different styles, and there's doubles or triples of each one, because there's 6 of these, or actually 8 of these. There's a 6. Yeah, 8. There's 2, 4. Yeah, 6 and 8. Okay. Yeah, so you got 4 of one kind and 4 of the other kind. So here's that. So, and then there's a few extras. Now I'll show you the instructions. And I'm not going to show you a lot on these. It just, everybody knows what these instructions look like, and this is not a kit review at all. I just want to show you guys what's in. So here's a parts map, and more of a parts map, and then you start the assembly of the horse. Surprise, right? What I'll do is I'll go through and I'll assemble all the horses and do the seam work, and then get the painting done. And that's when it's all said and done, there's what the horse looks like. And then you move on to the next one until you have all 8 horses finished. It just shows you, it doesn't go through every single horse. And you start working on the wagon, which is very, very cool. I am very excited about this kit. My old age, I don't get excited about a whole lot, but I am very excited about doing this. And once you get them together, you start adhering them to the base, securing them to the base, and there's what your 8 horses will look like from above. Like I say, when I start doing this, when I get rocking and rolling on this, in conjunction with doing this kit, I've got to start planning out and building a glass display case for it. But and there's your final steps. So that's it. Just this kind of a intro, a thank you video, and an intro to show you guys what I'll be working on. Dennis, like I say, bud, and I can't thank you enough. I greatly appreciate this. So if you're interested, just stay tuned, and I'll catch you later.